Hello, football enthusiasts. Welcome to AFCON 2023. This is going to be the biggest show you're about to experience in this January. And just to let you know, today I have a co-host with me that's going to take you all through the talking points and post-match analysis. Is no one else but Ike Wise. Ike Wise, welcome to Black Sports.
All right, nice to be here, and it's really been an amazing journey so far in terms of the continental sports in Africa. So I'm really glad to be here. And I look forward to exchanging views with you.
Thank you so much. So to tell you that this is going to get really heated up, because we still have more guests going to join us throughout the competition, starting on the 13th of January down to 11th of February. Just in case you are actually wondering what we are here to talk about, we are talking about the third oldest continental competition in the world, the African Cup of Nations, hosted right there in Cote d'Ivoire. So, in case you join us for the first time, feel free to show us all our social media platforms on BlackSpurt on X, Instagram, Facebook, and also on YouTube. And right there, you see our handles also of Ike Wise is right there on your thing. You know that AFCON have actually been one of the most oldest competition, the third, if I'm correct, yes. Yeah. And started in 1957 with Egypt getting their first trophy, and Egypt also being the highest nation with the number of trophies being 7. Mm-hmm. So this brings us to a whole lot of expectation of what AFCON is going to be all about. But before I go talk more into that, what will you say about CAF involvement in this competition so far? Will you think we're actually moving forward to the right? Are we actually going up, or we go up and come down just like a wavelength?
Right. So in terms of CAF, for me, they are not at par with their equals. What I mean is, if you look at how UEFA has been transitioning year after year, you see massive changes. They are being innovative. There is no innovation in CAF, if you ask me. They are not innovative at all. I just had an overview of the stadiums that we're going to use, and I was not impressed at all. I was not impressed. We are just trying to follow a trend that UEFA and FIFA sets. We are not trying to be creative. We are not bringing in new ideas into the game. AFCON has always been the same. AFCON from 2000, AFCON of 2002, AFCON of 2003, the one they just concluded, is the same for me. So there is no innovation actually from my own side of things.
Okay, speaking about innovation, before now you understand that only few teams were part of CAF, and right now there's so much involvement, so many teams are actually being part of the competition, which is a good development, and we don't have much stadiums. So we should also, on the part I know that they're not yet at par with all their counterparts. You have the likes of UEFA and also South America. You're talking even Asia, because I believe they have wonderful tops even right on top of the oceans. Yeah. Now, they built 4 brand new stadiums for this competition.
Correct. Yes.
All right. So, but looking at this, you talked about that you see similar stadiums are not apart, and maybe they don't give you the it's not more sophisticated enough, or is it in terms of capacity? Okay, now let's give you an overview of what we have so far. Right on your screen, you will see the stadiums we have for the competition. We have the Olympic Stadium of the Ebimpe, have over 60 capacity, which is was built for this competition. We also have Feliz Hofiet, which is in Bojin, is also renovated. It's one of the ones that were renovated. We have the Peace Stadium, which was renovated as well, have 40k capacity. Felix also have 29k capacity, and we have a stadium of Kohogo, which was built freshly for this competition, 20k capacity. We have Laurent Boko Stadium, which was also built 20k capacity, and have Charles Conan Bani Stadium, which is also built for this competition, which is 20k. 2 stadiums were renovated, 4 brand new stadiums on this competition. Do you still think that those brand new stadiums are not yet in the level they should be?
First of all, we should not be here in 2023, where we have to build brand new stadiums for a continental tournament. If you look at how they planned the FIFA World Cup, they planned years ahead. Just completed World Cup that was held in Qatar, partner bringing the World Cup into play here. Qatar built brand new World Cup, some in the desert, some close to the water. You get what I'm saying? So them building brand new stadiums, it's not new. It's always been done. South Africa built new stadiums as well when they wanted to host the World Cup in 2010. You understand what I'm saying? And the quality, the standard of the stadiums is what I'm complaining here. You're building new stadiums in 2023. You understand? And the quality and the standard of the stadium looks like a stadium that was built in 1952. Some of the stadiums that were built in England and in Spain in 1952 are not as terrible and are not as ugly looking as what I just saw in Ivory Coast. So that's what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is the standard of the stadiums you're building in 2023 shouldn't be in 2023. Why are we just building stadiums for the immediate, for the interim? Why are we not future thinking? We are not looking at
about the competitions, but also
we are not
local
looking at
competitions
exactly
as
an investment. You understand? Because the reason why African leagues are not where it should be is because we do not have quality tops.
Yes.
So trust me, most of the stadiums you're seeing there, when the tournament is done, they'll be about. Look at the access roads to the stadiums. Just look at the aerial pictures of the access road to the stadiums. They will definitely be abandoned. Trust me.
I believe the pictures we're seeing might be of let's say some months back before the stadium was completed. What do you think about that?
Yeah, even if it's some months back, but what I can see there, the aerial views I'm seeing there, they're all tarred roads. So the roads have been tarred, and the aesthetics around the stadium. Most of the
let me put out the view.
All right, so
the view. Let me put the view.
Yeah, you can see that.
Okay, this is talking about the first stadium. This is the Olympic Stadium that we're talking about, and this is the one that was built to the 60 capacity, and you also have this is the Felix Stadium of 29k capacity.
You can see what I'm talking about.
You also have the 40k capacity. This is the Peace Stadium. It's beautiful. I can see that, and the 20k capacity. Yes, I can talk about. This is the Kohogo Stadium, 20k capacity. This is the Laurent Bocon Stadium, which is 20k capacity, and this is Charles Conan Stadium, Banning Stadium, which is also 20k capacity. Okay, so with this, I just want to kickstart what we're about to expect to show you that it's going to be a long day right here in Black Spot. I am your host, like always, Insulet Tuche, and I'm still on the wheel to take you through what is happening in the African Cup of Nations alongside with
EKYs.
Just to tell you that we're just getting started. So let's now look into what the CAF have for us. CAF brought us some few squad of the players to work for this tournament. We have 10 players. They look for the CAF. Let me see.
Alright,
so the CAF top 10.
In terms of the top 10 players, we have Sadio Mane.
Obviously.
So we have Sadio Mane, we have Victor Osimhen, we have Vincent Abubakar from Cameroon as well.
Okay.
We also
Vincent came for this national squad.
Yeah, he played the last one. So
he played the last one.
He's been invited as well.
He's 31, right?
Yeah, he's 31, so he's still young. So he's playing good football. And we also have Sebastian Haller.
Okay.
For Ivory Coast, you understand? And he's playing his trade and Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah.
We also have Gusere for Guinea. Seru Gusere from Guinea. He's playing his trade in Germany as well. We also have Mohamed Amoura. You understand? He's playing for Algeria, just 23 years. We also have Azzedine Ounahi for Morocco.
Okay.
Then we have the amazing Mohamed Kudus for West Ham.
Yes, I know. My fans will be happy with him. Yes, I know.
Yeah, so we have Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
The Egyptian king. We also have Peter Shahulile for Namibia.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays for Mamelodi Sundowns in South Africa. So those are the players we really need to
look out for in this tournament.
Yes.
It's not really far-fetched for what I actually expected it to be. But I know there's still I believe this is just one from each country.
Yeah, I feel it's just a snippet. Like they just had to pick one from each of the countries that are actually participating Yeah, but
One of the big names also making the names.
exactly.
That's what they
So they just have
Okay.
to pick the top players from each of the countries to give an highlight, so that they will have a complete list, so that no country will be left behind. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but we still do have players that we really need to watch out for these guys.
Okay.
For me,
Yeah.
I feel Victor Boniface is a danger man.
Yeah.
You understand?
You know what I like about him most times? I can remember the tweet he said, "No, be you go tell me what's next." No, you know what I'm going to do.
Funny lie.
You understand?
Funny lie.
So it's going to be a wonderful. So Boniface has been extraordinary.
Yes, he has been. Honestly.
For Leverkusen.
Yeah, for Leverkusen. He has played 16 games so far. Yes, and he has scored 10 goals so far this season. And,
16 games and 10 goals.
Yeah, 16 games and 10 goals, and he has given 7 assists. So he has 17 goal contributions in 16 games. You get what I'm saying? That is
Okay.
invariably saying 1 goal contribution per game, either a goal or an assist.
Okay, I love what you just mentioned now. He has scored 16 good games and has scored 10 good goals.
And 7
Perfect.
assists.
So I'm going to come back to this aspect later on this show when we talk about while the home game players are not featured more in this tournament.
Right.
So having you have your Victor Boniface to
Yeah.
look out for in this tournament.
Mhm.
I know we already have Kudus, which I'm really impressed. He really impressed me beyond any imaginable doubt.
Yeah.
Now, looking at teams like Senegal, to me, those are the favorites in this tournament. Those are the big favorites. Yes, they're defending champions. We expect a lot from them. But I bet you, this is a team that have actually been in finals. 2 finals, lost one,
1-1.
1-1. And I believe in this tournament, they might actually get to the semi-finals as well.
Right. So, Ivory Coast has been there, done that as well. They've played 2 finals back to back, lost 1 and 1-1. When Zambia won, then Ghana won the next one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel Senegal won't do much this tournament. I feel they won't go far. They will qualify. They will definitely qualify from their group, but I don't see them winning the trophy. I feel that if Nigeria, pardon me, I'm from Nigeria though, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the squad depth here.
Yeah.
If Nigeria can put their house in order, they stand a great chance of winning this tournament.
But many feel to disagree with you on that, because I believe I saw a comment by Soje talking about how the team has a lot of wingers, have a lot of forwards, but in the midfield lack creative players in the midfield.
Funny thing is that we do have some players there. We have Aribo, we have Iwobi, we have Onyeka. Those players did not just get to their prime by playing roadside football. They don't. They're playing for good football clubs in the world. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Those players are good individually. They just need to blend as a team. They need to synergize. And once they synergize as a team, trust me, that midfield will get that balance it needs. Remember the days when we had Mikel Obi at the center running things and making things move around? You get what I'm saying? Joel Aribo is someone that can do what Mikel used to do. He can do it. He used to do it. In fact, the first set of games when Joel Aribo came into the national team,
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is the next Mikel Obi. He
He
was playing very well while he was in Rangers. So I felt when he now moved to Southampton, things now went south. I don't know what happened, but Joe Aribo is a fantastic player. Onyeka is a good player. Alex Iwobi has played for many years at Arsenal, went to Everton, now at Fulham, and he's playing very well. He's playing
So
fantastic.
you think having Aribo and Onyeka alongside with Iwobi in this midfield is strong enough to compete in this tournament?
Yeah, it's strong enough to compete in the tournament. I mean, what do you need? You need don't forget, if Wilfred Ndidi comes back, we do have another defensive midfielder.
It's not.
It's
We are not sure. It's not looking because had the replace has already been done. The replace for him has already been done.
Replacement has been done already.
Yes.
Right. So even if he doesn't come back,
He is the actual person I think, regardless they are in championship, that really can actually hold on to that midfield. Okay, let's leave the midfield. How about the defense? Do you think our lineup at the back is good to compete in this
trust
competition?
me, I watched Fulham's last game and Calvin Bassey was amazing. trust me. Can
You know, it's good to see the side of Nigeria on the squad. You know, I've never seen this kind of seeing Nigeria squad through you. It looks amazing, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
But
The only thing
I don't to believe that, but from your own point of view now, it's quite different from what I'm hearing and from what the staff people are putting out to me.
The difference, the only negative down there is the goalkeeping department. If we can get the goalkeeping department right.
Also has been, I guess he has a few mistakes, but you can't use that to judge him. He has been fantastic from the first time he actually started. His first appearance has been wonderful. So I don't think you can actually judge him based on those few mistakes. It happens because mistakes happen.
Sorry, in this case, I have to judge him because he has done mistakes, not one, not two, but loads of mistakes that led to goal.
Who hasn't? Tell me a goalkeeper that hasn't.
Goalkeepers make mistakes, but not as much as he has.
The legendary Vincent Iyama, remember the time of his penalty kick? Only one side till the end of the game. So we lost that. Do you remember that?
That's penalty kick.
He gave them in one side. One side.
You should never think of comparing.
No. What I'm going to say is, I said legendary Vincent Iyama in the sense that if as big as he is, yes, as of then he wasn't. He was still maybe a rising star at that point, where he was actually diving one side all throughout the game. It might be two instructions, no doubt. But when I point out that these are goalkeepers, mistakes happen, and it's not as if it was a deliberate.
But a goalkeeper diving to one side is not a mistake.
No, but
that's a tactics. That's a tactical approach to that game.
But I'm
talking about mistakes where the goalkeeper will get the ball and send it to the back of the net. You understand? The goalkeeper will come out to punch
Peperena has done that.
Onana.
Peperena has done that.
Yes, he has. Peperena has done that. Yes, he has done that. But I can count. Uzo is not starting game in his club side. He's not.
Okay, that's a point to look at. Now that we actually deep diving into it, I want to bring something into this context about the squad that are not available in this competition. So far, what we're about to talk about is about how many home-based players are in this competition. So I'm just going to do a quick rundown on how many players that we have, so you can actually see that Nigeria is not alone. We have Algeria with only 3 players from the home team. We have Angola with 2. We have Burkina Faso with 0. Cameroon with 2. We have Cape Verde with just 1. Congo DR with 1. We have Egypt with 20 good home-based players. You have Ghana with 3. You have Equatorial Guinea with 1, and you also have Guinea with 1. You have Mauritania with actually 7. We have Morocco with 2. You have Guinea-Bissau with 0, and you have Cote d'Ivoire with 1. You have Mozambique with this is 12. And you go down the list. You have Nigeria with 1. We are supposed to be a goalkeeper. And you have Senegal with 0, which is one of the most decorated squad in the tournament. You have South Africa with over 20 good. That's 20 home-based players. You have Mali with 0. You have Gambia with 2, and those 2 are without clubs, by the way. And then Tanzania have a total of this should be 15. Also, and you also have Tunisia with 8 players and Zambia also with 9. So if you look at these huge numbers coming in, you can understand that Nigeria is not left out. Yes, they will have got a good number in here. So what will you say about that situation? Of course, you're bringing a goalkeeper into the tournament as a substitute, a home-based goalkeeper in that effect. So would you say having, not including the home-based players in Nigerian squad, because I want to narrow this down to Nigerian squad in this case now, do you think is a move in the right direction?
So from my own perspective, I don't think it's
is out of place.
Yeah, no, it's not out of place, but it's not a good thing though. So why am I saying this? If you guys can remember the last tournament that Nigeria won, it was a home-based player that gave us a trophy.
Yes, Sondemba.
The legendary Sondemba. So I feel there should be a synergy between the foreign-based players and the home-based players. Because how else are we going to discover the home-based players? Because from what we know, we don't really watch the home-based games. The Kano Pillars, the Ekwa United, the Imbas. We rarely watch their games.
Is your fault?
We don't know.
Whose fault is it? Now you bring in this point. I love how you brought this out. I believe everything centers on visibility. Do you think we have the visibility in the MPFL for everyone to be picking? Because right now, people are complaining. Yes, we should have them, but nobody is saying who's to put. That's another problem. That means you are not actually following the league.
Right. I like the angle that you're going there. That is the job of the coach. Why are you paying him salary to? That is the. You watch England games, you watch other games. You see their coaches coming to the club side matches to watch the players play. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They watch them play. You need to have a list, a draft of players. Okay, you know who is the highest goal scorer in the league. You know who has the highest number of assists in the league. You know which midfielder you've heard about, who is actually making things move in the league.
Yeah.
So you need to go and watch those players play. It is your job to discover these players for us. Why are we paying you salary? Why are you collecting thousands of dollars of salary and not delivering your job? Your job is not to sit down in your home when the next AFCON game comes up or the next friendly games comes up. You just draft a list of players that you know about. Okay, Osimhen is in Napoli, Victor Boniface is in Bayer Leverkusen, Lookman is in Atlanta. No, that's not how it's done. You need to visit the games, watch these games, and make these discoveries for us. That's the job of the coach.
Let's put this. Let me come in a different perspective. I know in the main job of the coach side is one is to develop the country's football. Okay. Now, do you think in some way that having some logistics will be kind of a constraint here? Why are all the matches not being televised? Why is it difficult? Those TVs license. Why is it difficult to have all those games on big screens?
Right. So
you can do this from your home because I believe it's possible for him to stay in his comfortable room and watch all these games. You can't expect him to go and do all these games. Remember, each week you are seeing the headlines, having the likes of Boniface making headlines, Osimhen making headlines. But these guys, are they making? What is the rate of the visibility of the MPFL?
Right. So sorry if I'm to come in. First of all, to answer your first question, the coach knows the job he signed for. He signed for a country called Nigeria. You understand what I'm saying? He did not sign for England that has a robust league. He didn't sign for South Africa that has a more robust league than the MPFL. He signed for Nigerian league. He knows what the league entails. Sorry, he didn't sign for Nigerian league, but he signed for the Nigerian national team in Nigeria. So he knows, he should have done his own background check. He knows the country we have. He knows that we do not have that visibility in the league. So he should make plans. Or I'm not saying he should be on all the games, at all the games.
But it's going to be very difficult and it's much easier when you watch the games.
Right. So currently we have Remo Stars topping the table, right?
Yes.
Right. So those are the kind of games you should go to. So what is making Remo Stars outstanding? Which means for Remo Stars to be topping the league, there is something they're doing special. They should have some special players there. You can go to one of their games at least once or twice. Who is second? You understand? Who is third? Then if we have a player that the team is like maybe say 17th on the league or 16th on the league, and he's topping chart in terms of goals, which means that player is special. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's a special player. So for a player to be in a relegated team and he's scoring goals, which means he's very good. So you need to look at things like that. Then in terms of visibility on the league, that really has to do with
the NFF. I believe he is. Yeah, so our problem. I don't think we should put all the 100% blame on the coach.
Yeah, I feel it's the PR. You know, I always like using Europe as a benchmark. They do not joke with their football sport. You understand? They do a lot of publicity and make the indigenous people love their indigenous club sites. Yeah. If you go to let me just find a remote city in England. Let's just say, okay, Bristol is not remote. But if you go to Bristol now, more than 80% of the residents in Bristol, if you ask them which football team they support Bristol City
exactly.
FC. Yeah. If you go to Newton Arclive, if they have a football team, they support Newton Arclive FC. those football clubs are not renowned. They don't televise most of their games. Darlington FC, they don't televise their games, but the stadium is always filled up. Why? Because they made sure that the publicity is
within that locality.
Within the locality, because
yes.
that's how you start. Football is synonymous to politics. It is grassrooted. You understand? So once you can build the grassroots aspect of things, so once your grassroots is perfect, there the media guys can then come in and invest, because trust me, government funds can't do it alone. So you need the likes of DSTV to come in and sign a partnership with you, and they'll be like, okay, the league will be like, okay, we'll charge you guys $100 million this season for viewing rights. I'm just assuming $100 million. So if DSTV is coming to pay $100 million to televise the league, what's their benefit?
Although they do at some point, yes, sports do show, but the problem is we don't get to have all the home matches.
Good. That's televised. So they only televise the league matches that they know people will watch. You cannot come and pay. You cannot bring equipment and manpower and your camera guys to a stadium that is dilapidated, that hoodlums can just barge in it at any point in time. So it's security top notch. You understand? So you need to be sure that where you're going to get the traffic that you need.
Yeah.
So it's business. Media is a business.
Yeah.
So football airing is business as well. So you cannot pay for what you're not benefiting from. That is just the way I see it. Okay.
So speaking about the players, for me, based on having played in the Nigerian Professional Football League now, which you are now in week 17, so going by the start of week 16, I believe the 2 players I expect to be in that list.
Okay.
You just mentioned the fact that you have Victor Boniface playing 16 games, scoring 10 goals. We have Robert Mizo playing 16 games and scoring the same 10 goals. You have Sikiru playing 16 games, scoring 11 goals, and they're on top of the table.
Look at that.
So these are the 2 players. Honestly, I don't know what everybody's thinking. But I believe Sikiru and Robert Mizo, yes, but the irony of it is Robert Mizo's Bayelsa United is sitting on bottom of the table as of week 16.
That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about now? So that player must be a fantastic player to score 10 goals
even when
they're bottom of the table.
He had a hat-trick on their first game. Of the tournament, which is week 1. He had the first hat-trick. We gave him the boost, and ever since then he has been scoring. And let me give you one emphasis about him is that he has only lost 1 game that he scored this season.
Imagine.
He has only lost 1 good game that he scored. So anytime you see back of them, you are certain that either it's a draw or you're winning that game.
So if they're winning all the games, how come they're 20?
That's what I'm saying. So there's some games that he didn't score, they'll lose. So if he doesn't score, they're losing the game. Because if by the start you only lost 1 game that you scored in, so other games you score in, you're winning them.
So in other words, you can't tell me that the coach didn't see those players. He has seen them. He has heard of them.
And he's even part of the
he has heard of them.
top 10 high school scorer Nigerian high school in the world. He made the list. So it's even marveling that he wasn't even picked in this. At least I expected a strike either Robert Mizo or Sikiru to be in that squad. Do you know how difficult it is to play in Nigerian Premier League?
It is pretty difficult, man.
Do you know, have you played whereby on the undulating field, the ball is already bouncing? You need to have good ball control to play in Nigerian Premier League.
I know, 100%. And some of the pitches are actually as tough.
Exactly. It's too physical.
Yeah, it's in 3G pitches.
It's physical, and they're playing it and they're tapping the ball on the ground. Oh, but you see, I believe it's really a slap on our face that at this point, I believe that's why NFF said they should carry on with the league. The league was meant to be suspended for the tournament.
For AFCON?
Yes, but they're on. They played yesterday and they also they played
today.
Yeah, so you can imagine this is to show you they are not happy with how things is being run. So if a league can continue, we're having one of the biggest football competition in the world, and some teams are still going on because they feel not included in the project. But if you look at it this way, it's obvious that they're not included in the Nigerian project.
Look at that.
It's as simple as that.
So,
but
it's actually very demoralizing when your country cannot recognize what you've done. You understand? It's demoralizing. It's not encouraging other players.
yes,
That's the reason why, if that player should see the least contract in Malta or
anyway,
Qatar or
anywhere.
anywhere, they will leave.
You have
Because
a possibility of getting
exactly.
paid.
So there is this belief that it's only when you are in Europe, when you are outside, that's
Yes.
the only time you can be considered for the national team. I can bet you that the Edinburgh goalkeeper that has been picked to not play a single match in the AFCON. He's just there for numbers.
Of course, I don't expect him to play.
He's just there for numbers.
I don't expect him, not because Osogo is actually being fantastic, but in this case, this is the time we introduce. We can, because after all, that's how we introduced him last time.
Vincent Enyama came from Edinburgh
Yes.
to the national team. And
No,
ever
no.
since then, he was marvelous.
No. Vincent is a spectacular player because he's not just he's
He
only
won the
player
CAF
to-
Champions League back to back.
Not just but he won CAF best player of the. Do you know what it means to win a keeper winning best player? So that shows you he's too exceptional. A player with so many clean sheets and goals.
Yeah, true.
So he's a different. We can't get likes of him again. So let's give out the picture. Everybody's trying to.
I've not lost hope.
Can't get likes of him again. So this is what we're talking about, having the home game matches, and it's already on the way. The boys are already in Abu Dhabi training for the competitions.
Yeah.
While it's about to kick off on the 13th of January, right there in Côte d'Ivoire, Abidjan. So before we go into talk about the coaches in the coming for the AFCON, this is more like an impressive topic I like to talk about. For the first time, I can see that in this AFCON we have much home-based coaches.
Home-based coaches. Yeah.
So we have a total of 12 home-based coaches that is here in this tournament, within the likes of Cameroon, Morocco, Algeria, Mali, Tunisia, Senegal, Cape Verde, Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Mozambique, and Namibia. These are the 12 countries that came with home-based coaches. So what would you think about having this kind of numbers? Do you think having the previous CAF being won by a home-based coach and now having these numbers, do you see a possibility of a home-based coach winning this tournament?
I mean, it happened before. The last tournament was won by a home-based coach, so I don't really see much of a difference. The best man will win the game, but from my own perspective,
Yeah.
I feel the home-based coaches understand the turf more. You understand?
We
This-
understand the top more. How?
Yeah, in terms of what I'm saying, African football is more physical.
Yeah.
Egypt have won 7,
Yeah.
and they've been winning with home-based coaches then.
Home-based players as
And
well.
home-based players as well. I think from the last research I did, Egypt has the highest number of home-based players, I think.
Yeah, they have 20, and also not just them have 20. South Africa also have a number
Yes,
of them.
South Africa is another country.
Yeah.
Why do they have that number? Because they have a robust home league. South African league
It's
is
really
one of the
invested
best
in.
in the
It's
they've
really
invested in it, yes.
Yeah, it's really invested.
You
in.
understand? Egyptian league is good. The Al Ahly's, all of them, they're doing very good. The Tunisian
It's
league
one of
is
the best league in Africa.
yeah. The Egypt has one of the best leagues in Africa. So
Yeah.
if presently Morocco has a good league as well. Algeria they have, Tunisia they have. Then TP Mazembe is actually an amazing team from Congo. You understand what I'm saying? They've won the Champions League a couple of times now. So I just feel that the home-based coaches understand the African turf more. They know what it takes. And some of them are even like the one that won recently. He was in the national team. He played as
Yes,
a player.
he played. Yes.
You understand? So he
Gobert
understands
Song has been a wonderful player. He played
exactly. So they
player,
understand the physicality
also
of the game.
as a coach.
The last time Gobert Song took Cameroon to the World Cup, they did well.
Surprising.
Yeah, they surprised. They won Brazil.
Yeah,
I
surprising.
remember they won Brazil. So it's now
And the almighty celebration of
it's a
Abubakar.
Vincent Abubakar, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that chip was an amazing chip.
Yes. I honestly, that was the peak of the tournament.
Yeah,
It's
it
one of
was.
the peak of the tournament.
That
And the celebration, even though they will still leave, it was the height of it.
It was
scoring
amazing.
against,
It was
scoring against
amazing.
Portugal, and a beautiful goal at that.
It
So
was amazing.
Vincent made his market in that
So
tournament.
that is it. I feel foreign coaches to me are just a waste of money. Just waste of money because they will come in, charge exorbitant fees. Avram Grant is bringing Zambia to the World Cup. Let's see where he can get them.
Okay, all right. He's one to look out for, and you also know that we have Chris
Yeah.
Hunton from the coach Nottingham Forest.
Yes, I know. He's there from Nottingham Forest. He was sacked 2011, so he's coming in as well. So let's see where he's going to push the team to. You understand? But I don't want to mention the Nigerian coach as well. He hasn't been doing well in terms of the friendlies. He has only won one friendly in like 5 friendlies. Lost virtually all and drew a couple as well. So I do not really have much faith in the international coaches. I feel the home-based coaches understand the African talk more and should be made to give us more representation.
So you saying that you're saying needed more playing, more matches to boost his confidence, or you don't think he's able to? But I've seen a lot of posts even on our social media platform saying that the squad that Nigeria brought say is so nice. The little people that they don't show off is the goalkeeper and the coach. It was
I just feel that the Nigerian coach doesn't have the tactical know-how, because I've watched some of the games he's played. The substitutions, the formation, the starting lineup.
Maybe I think he doesn't know the players.
He doesn't. Why should he not know the players? He's a coach. The reason why football clubs sack managers and bring in new coaches ASAP is to make immediate impact. It is only a very few clubs that will give you that long-term advantage, like the benefit of doubt, if they really have that belief and trust in you. But AFCON is not a league. AFCON is a short-term tournament. Only the best can win. You understand? If it's the league, we're like, okay, it's just week 12. It's just week 10. You understand? It's just week 6. But in AFCON, but once you lose your first game or your second game, you're gone. Unless you've drawn one and you win one, that's why you can get 4 points. But the moment you lose the first 2 games, forget it, you're gone.
You're gone from it.
Yeah, so it's not a trial and error kind of thing. It's not a stage where you have the belief that the manager needs more game time to understand his players. No, we are not here for that. We are here for results.
And the result we shall get.
Yes, that's the same mentality that Roman Abramovich had at Chelsea. If you're not performing, you're out.
You're out.
No time to rigmarole and exchange pleasantries. No, you are here for business.
Often at times, I believe he's one of the coaches that I don't get a whole lot of confidence backing against USA in this tournament.
Yes.
I've actually tried to do some little review from online, people's reaction. People don't, even the fans don't tend to have a whole lot of confidence in him. And I've watched his speech, when the captain and the good players honored the Shime for winning the best player in Africa. And I saw his speech. He seemed like a very wonderful guy who actually loved the boys and tried to make them succeed. We're also looking forward to having Oshime having the highest goal in this tournament as well. But the reactions I'm getting online seems not to have a whole lot of backing and trust in him. Do you think this should also be a kind of a reaction? Because when you don't have the support, regardless how you see it, no one will see any good you're doing.
It's not really about support, because first of all, when he came in, he doesn't have a track record. What's his track record? What has he been winning in the past? He didn't have a track record. So when things like that happen, we are not. It's more like saying that someone is beautiful inside the heart. I'm not your heart. I can't see how beautiful your heart is. You get what I'm saying? So you definitely need to prove us wrong. And how would you do this? By giving us results. Tell us why we had hired you. Why you are the best man for the job. Obviously there were other candidates for the job, but why are you the best man for the job? You understand? So he has not done that. He hasn't been able to. We won. I think we won 10-1 to Southampton Principle. Southampton Principle.
No, it shouldn't be added.
Right. We played.
The games we need to win, we didn't win them.
We didn't.
and we are now in a position whereby we need to struggle to qualify.
There is no connectivity from the defense to the midfield to the attacks. There is no connection whatsoever.
I love how you brought this out. Now, this brings us back to the first thing we'll talk about at the beginning of this show. We told you this squad, apart from the wingers and the strikers, I don't see having a defense and the midfielder having a connection, the synergy, the chemistry to perform this. You're still back on that table.
So now, what I said, if you can play back the tape, I told you that the players are amazing individually.
Yes.
That they just need to synergize, and if they do, they'll be an amazing team. Trust me, we have all the angles covered apart from the goalkeeper that is covered with the blood of Jesus. So apart from the goalkeeper office, we do have the other spots covered. So we just need the players to understand each other.
Yes.
Onyeka or Iwobi should understand when Victor wants to make a run. If Victor should make a signal, there should be a synergy between Victor Boniface and Victor Osimhen. Chukwueze is an amazing player, but most times selfish.
But I hope you know that all superstars are selfish players.
Yeah, all superstars are selfish
players.
I know.
Never one superstar that isn't a selfish player.
Right. So, Chukwueze is a winger.
Yeah.
Riyad Mahrez played that same flank. Can you see the delivery? Can you? Arjen Robben played that same flank, left-footed as well. Saka has played that same flank, and we know the number of deliveries he makes into the box.
Yes.
You understand? When once he has a clear shot at goal, shoot. You understand? When once you have a clear shot at goal, you shoot to target. If the keeper saves it, fine. If he hits the post, fine. But not when you do not really have a clear shot at goal and your man is begging for the ball free. And you're not. You still want to make 2-3 more dribbles to try and create that space for yourself. And before you know it, you lose the ball. That's what I'm talking about. That's selfish. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's the selfish part of it.
So it's about being sure.
Yeah, you need to be sure before you shoot.
Being sure before you take the shot. Being sure.
Trust me, bro. That is what makes the likes of Real Madrid, Manchester City, Liverpool very outstanding.
But do you know before these players are calling that they're actually good in it, like Harry Kane taking a one-time shot, he's there, having Saka here, which is actually coming up now with his brilliance. Just take for instance, during the time of Gijo Kocha, you understand that there was an era he dribbles, comes out, he shoots it wild.
That is the reason why he didn't win African Player of the Year.
I'm coming somewhere with this. Wait, okay. No, you know, where I'm talking with this is about the confidence. Okay? Before you know you can shoot that ball, you need to first try.
Right?
Now, it comes with the first one, you allow him try. This tournament is going to be his second AFCON. The first one, we came third. He has the first 2 goals in the tournament. That was wonderful. Now, this is in the second time. Now, what you said about evolving, that was his first time. So I believe at this time, he's going to evolve.
In terms of that, I've watched him severally play in his club side as well as the national team. He played lots of the AFCON qualifiers. Even the World Cup qualifiers that just started now, he played in it as well, and as well as his club side. I watched him play. Trust me, when Chukwueze started at Villarreal, he's not the player I thought he would be now. He started very well in terms of the confidence to dribble. Yeah. But when you have the confidence to dribble, you need to know when to stop.
Okay.
You need to know when to stop. Trust me.
To pass the ball.
Exactly. You need to know when you have exhausted all your options. Sometimes, even when you still have more options, if there is a better option, at that point, that other option is the best one for you. Why not just drop the through pass, let your player score? Because sometimes he might want to wrangle himself out of it to create more space, and he'll lose the ball.
Yeah,
and he's still meant to be upset.
And if you do that, you put more pressure on your team.
For instance, maybe all your players have come out for the attack now.
Yes.
And you now lose the ball.
You put more pressure on them.
Pressure on them, and the counter comes in. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you need to be. That's how these elite football clubs and countries play. They need to be sure before they shoot. And also, let me bring this in. He needs to also work on his target practice.
Yeah. Okay.
He shoots off targets way too much. Sometimes clear-cut chances, he will want to call in what we call the R2 and he doesn't go
Do you
through.
think the field? You know, most of the field makes a very good impact. So you used to when you have a good tops. They used to having a good tops.
The analysis I'm giving to you is the European analysis. I'm not using the country analysis. I'm using his football club analysis.
Okay, about this, it's good talking about time because these are the people we're looking at to actually help push us into victory in this tournament for Super Eagles.
Yeah.
Now, for his right hand side, from what you just pointed out, yes, he has good dribbles. You pointed out he needs to give chance to actually assist more, pass the ball more, yes, quick ball chance, give ball away, especially when you know that other players have
the best chance.
chance of doing
conversion.
that. Yes. And this also does not, I believe this is something that you said need to talk about all the whole teams.
Yeah.
Not just him, because you see Simon on the other side.
Yeah.
All our strikers, all our wingers are one of the best.
Yeah, trust me. That Moses Simon that you just mentioned is an amazing dribbler as well. The problem I have with him is when he wants to square in the ball. It just doesn't go. I don't know. It doesn't just complete it well for me. He's an amazing player, fantastic player.
Yes.
The last AFCON we won, he was there.
Okay,
when
so
Victor Moses was there.
the problem is
he's an amazing guy.
Picking a player is the problem. Picking your player in the box.
Exactly.
You can't pick the right player in the box. So okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you want to square the ball in, he need to be short. And I understand his left foot when he wants to score because he plays from the left.
Yes.
So he's using left foot to square the ball in. You get what I'm saying? But I understand this is weak foot. But come on, this is what you do for a living.
Are you sure with the score we are seeing now? Are you sure? I know Chukwueze and Oshime has a very good chemistry. They have played together for the 17. Chukwueze ended third highest goal scorer. Oshime ended highest goal scorer in the tournament. They have their chemistry already in the team.
That was the tournament Victor Boniface was dropped for Cement.
That's in Chile, yeah.
That was the tournament he was dropped.
Yeah. Was he?
Yeah, he was. He didn't go.
So he was replaced with Victor
He was.
Osimhen.
Yeah, they both were in the camp, but at the end of the day, you have to reduce your number of players. So he didn't actually make it to the final third.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
You see, that means it was really, and he really wanted.
But the boy didn't give up.
That's
what I'm saying.
It's the
Look where
beauty
he is
of
now.
it. It's the beauty of it. And now he's back in the squad.
So now, also having both lads in the team might confuse. That's what I'm talking about, the tactical ability of the coach. The
which
formation
formation do you
the
think
coach would use?
Which formation do you think will actually go in?
I feel we should use 4-4-2.
There's an OG formation, man.
Yes, because with the 4-4-2, right, we will have the two pivot guys up front, the two Victors in front. Then we have Moses Simon and Chukwueze in midfield, like the left midfield and the right midfield.
Then
we can now have Onyeka and maybe it will be or Aribo, any of them that wants to maybe Iwobi can play 10. You understand? Then Onyeka can stay on the deep 4, dropping down to support. You understand?
That will mount more pressure on your midfield.
It won't, because Chukwueze and Moses Simon are in the midfield line, that line. So we have we'll now have this midfield and this 2-point man. So when we are with the ball, they have to move up top, and we now have more attackers. We now have 4 attackers to match 4 defenders or 5 defenders. So when we lose the ball, they will now drop back, and we now have 4 midfielders. You understand? Maybe Onyeka, Iwobi.
This is going to be a very good problem, because I don't think this formation we have actually perfected this. If it will be, it will be nice on paper, but I don't see us perfecting in this in the turf.
That's why they're in the camp. They're in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Like in Abu Dhabi enjoying. So that's what they should be working on. They don't have any friendlies coming up, not that I'm aware of though. So they should sit down, master their craft. That is what that's just my opinion.
Remember, Musa is in the game. We keep talking about
Musa is in the game.
Talking about
that's our captain. So I just feel Musa is going to be a super substitution.
Yeah.
Coming into the flanks, either for Chukwueze or for Moses Simon. We all know he's got speed.
Yeah, got speed.
Yeah, he has the speed that we need. So and he has been wonderful. Musa has a way of actually coming up and showing himself in
Where it matters.
world.
Where it matters most, he's always there to showcase
Exactly,
himself.
he's there. I think he's the Nigerian player that has the highest number of goals in the World
In
Cup.
a single match, yeah, and also in a single match.
Yes.
The World Cup that we should have won if Onazi wasn't taken out of the pitch against France.
Yeah, against France. I remember that game.
Yeah.
Onazi was taken out. Yeah, definitely.
So that I think that was where everything fell apart.
Yeah, that was it. But even the next World Cup, where we now went and he scored 2 goals against Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, where we were in the same group with Modric, Croatia.
Croatia.
We're in the same team with Croatia and
No,
Iceland.
Musa as an individual doesn't need to prove to anybody.
He's a brilliant
He
player.
doesn't need to prove to anybody.
That's why when people were complaining that he's too old to be in the team, but I was like, no, we need
No.
someone that has got experience. We need someone that will be a leader in the camp. You understand? Musa has played with Mikel Obi, he has played with loads of other players that have retired. So more
He has
likely,
played in different leagues as well.
yeah, he has played in loads of
Russian
leagues. He's been
league.
in Russia, he's been to England, he's been to lots of countries. He's playing.
And he also played in Nigerian league as well.
Yeah,
Came back
I know
again
he
and
came to
played.
Kano Pillars,
Came back to play
like 3 years ago.
players. He came back again
And he's back
and
now.
players.
So you see, it's he's actually like the experience we need, more like a guy that will be putting the players in the right direction, telling them new directions. You actually need someone that has the leadership
Qualities.
quality to be your team captain. So I'm okay with Musa being in the team.
Alright, so this is it for you. We are still here on our talking points on telling you what you have to expect in the AFCON 2023. Of course, it's called 2023. We are here in 2024. You already know the reason why. People might be asking why we talking about 2023 AFCON while we're in 2024. You know about the COVID we missed in 2021. Everything keeps changing from then. We moved the AFCON from 2021 to 2022 we played, and now we have already 2023 already been scheduled. We're now moving now to 2024. So in case you're joining us, please still be Israel Uche in here with my co-host EK Wise. You'll be seeing more of him because he's going to be co-hosting me throughout this tournament as we engage you in our post-match analysis after the games every day throughout the tournament from day 1 till the last day, from the January 13th to February 11th. So it's been a wonderful experience so far. So we're going to take a break here and while we experience what is happening right there in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. We'll be giving you some talking points as they come, and more guests will be joining us in this show. So see you when? What do you think?
Yeah, we should give them another session before the AFCON begins.
No, I don't know what we'll talk about. Maybe anytime we'll have something more to actually report to you of what's happening right there in Côte d'Ivoire, you'll be the first to know. See you sometime next week as we prepare for the AFCON. I am Usain Tuche as always, and you have
EK Wise. Thank you so much for having us.
Have a wonderful time. Ciao.
Bye.